Ito yung mga discussion natin last time. I-extend mo lang and then work with so and so. I will just start from the beginning of this slide na lang. So I hope it's already visible. The first problem is ito. Okay. So, may choices. Of course, gaya ng sabi ko, pinalabas ko rin yung choices na yung formula na PA over L o di kaya PB over L. And then medyo nagdoble-doble ako, something like that. Okay? So, this now the problem. I hope na nakikita nyo. May I check? Ayan. Use corporate email. Okay. So, ganyan siya. So, first is, ito ang gusto kong makita. I need the free body diagram. Even if you did not get the correct answer by choosing letter A, letter B, or whatsoever, ay basta nagpakita kayo ng solution, this is out of 3 yata. Ay, okay. So, palagay natin na ganyan yung reaction B, and then ganito rin yung reaction D. This is now the free body diagram. So that ang RB o minus RB, that is what you want, minus RD plus P is equal to 0. O di kaya, rearranging it, RB plus RD is equal to P, equation 1. O, ganyan lang. And then, delta AB is equal to, sorry, it should be BC. Yan lang. Delta BC is equal to delta CD. Di kaya you can make use of delta AB, sorry, BC plus delta CD is equal to 0. But later on, once you substitute yung reaction, because RD here is the one that is being applied here in this segment, and then RB is the one being applied here. So, considering this RD, it is a compression on the part of B, kaya magne-negative yung P dito later on. O di kaya yung RD. Ganun siya. Or you can make use of this such that ano yung force in BC? It is RB. Ayan. So, RB, the one unknown, and then ano yung length niya? A over area. If the cross-sectional area of CD is 3 times. Okay? So, gawin nating A ito. Ang A ay kay BC. Ayan. And then E, the same material, made of 2 pipes with the same material, will now be equal to P, L, Yung A niya is 2A. Yan. Ano yung area niya? Ang area niya is 3 times of BC. AC BC, so 3A. Ganun lang. Okay? E. So yung AE ngayon at saka AE dito, magkakancel na. So that, ang RB, also yung A dito, magkakancel with this, is now equal to 2/3 of RD. So ipalit mo na lang dito. So RB, 2/3 of, equation 2 na ito. 2 in 1. Ganun lang. 2/3 of RD plus RD is equal to P. So, RD is 3/3. Ayan. So, 5/3 is equal to P. So, ang RD ngayon, from this equation, is equal to 3. Common denominator is 3. 2 plus 3 is 5P. Ito si RD. Ngayon, i-compute mo si RA na ang RA is 2/3 of RD. 3/5 of P. So, 2/5 naman. Ganun lang. Kung sagutin mo na ito, i-type mo na yung si RA, huwag mo lang pagbaliktarin, ha? Kasi mali yun, ha? Ang RA is 2/5. Bakit RA? RD, sorry. Ang RD is 2/5 of P. Ito siya. D dapat ang ilagay mo. And then, ito si, sorry. So, RD ito. So, this one is RD. So, si RB is 2/5 of P. Ayan. So, 2/5. Letter D siya. 3/5 naman si, ito. So, D and C ang sagot. As simple as that, ha? Kung wala akong nakitang free body diagram na ganyan, and then nakuha nyo ang sagot, out of 4, I deducted 1 because that makes it incomplete. Kung hindi nyo naman nakuha ang sagot, basta nagpakita kayo ng you tried to solve it, then I gave 1 point. Kahit 0 ang lumabas doon sa multiple choice. Ganun siya. Okay? Next. So, ang susunod ay itong problem na ito. Continue. Ito. Madali lang naman ito. And you can solve this in sorry. Ayan. So you can make use of a free body diagram. Okay? Ang free body diagram lang naman ay ganyan. So this is T, T1 kung T1, and then T2. And then, nakakonsentrate dito naman yung, in fact, many got this. Ayan. So, ang T1, kasi nakakonsentrate sa gitna dyan, kung 2.5 ito, 5 meter, 2.5, 2.5. So, T1 is equal to T2 is equal to 900. So that, if you now calculate the smallest safe area of each cable, if the working stress is 18,000 PSI, you take note about this, kung tips ito. So, pound naman siya. So stress will now be equal to P over area. And then ang stress is 18000 will now be equal to P 900 over area. So whatever be the area, 900, okay, 0.05 inch square. O, ganun lang. Okay. If you claim it that the time is too short, normal yon. Kasi that's always the complaint of student. You will be time pressured so that you will not be given enough time, too much time to chat with each other. That's the point there. Okay? Madali lang naman ito. Ito naman. Okay. So, determine the dimension B. So, una is you need to consider this. Kasi walang naibigay na P. And then, ni-revise ko ito so that ni-revise ko yung statement. But the analysis is, consider mo muna yung, or determine mo muna yung P. Ano yung P? Okay? Para sa ganon, kung pinagtyagaan yung i-type ito sa internet, walang lalabas na ganitong figure. Okay? Ganon siya. So, i-consider mo yon. Consider a simple free body diagram. So, nandiyon na si P. And then, ano ito? So, it's a reaction which is equal to P. Now, what is the stress allowable for this? Stress is equal to P over area. But the stress allowable is, okay? Ang stress allowable is, a joint is made by gluing two plywood gussets of thickness T. Ito yung plywood. Ito yung board. Okay? The working stresses are 600 PSI for the board. So, 600, substitute it here, will now be equal to P over area. So, dapat alam mo na yung area, 5.75 by 1.75. 1.75 by 5.75. Okay? So, may value ka na ng P dyan. So, I will not compute anymore the value of P. After knowing the value of P, puntahan mo na pwede mong puntahan si B. So, kung B ang i-compute mo, pwede nang ganito. So, i-detach. Ipakita mo yung shear force doon. You may have it like this. Okay? Yan. Nandito si P. Nandito naman si... So, itong parte na ito ang i-consider ko. So, nandyan si shearing force. Okay? Dito sa banda na ito. Nandyan si shearing force. Para, if you compute, this is P, if you sum up forces horizontal, P over 2 ito. So, consider one area of shear, P over 2 din ito. So, shear is now equal to B over area. What is the allowable shear? 45. 45 is now equal to whatever be that value of P over 2 divided by the area of shear, which is B, multiply it by 5.75. Okay? So, the value of P, nandito yung value of P, substitute mo lang dyan, makuha mo na yung B. Okay. For the thickness naman, kung hindi, malabo ang figure, malabo ang diagramming, hindi ko maintindihan, if you got the correct answer by choosing the correct answer, that is just a choice. Kung walang free body diagram, -1. Okay. So, considering the other, i-compute na natin si T. Okay? So, ang maganda sana dyan is i-level nyo pa eh. Ito yung letter A ko. So, yan yung sagot. Sabi ko pa, box the final answer. Yung iba, hindi alam ang box. Anyway, matutunan nyo yan as we go on. Na matutunan nyo ang mag-box ng final answer. Punta na tayo sa B. So, putulin mo doon sa plywood. Ito si P, whatever be its value, ito na si plywood. Yan. Putulin natin sa dito. Ito na si plywood. Ito na yung si reaction, another reaction here. Pareho lang. Okay? Which is equal to P over 2. So, dapat makita ko ito. Makita ko yung parte na ito with complete free body diagram. Dapat mayroon din yan. So that if you sum up forces horizontal, P over 2 ito. So, the allowable stress, plywood, 110. Yung iba, 1,200. Yung iba, 1,300. Something like that. Okay? Maraming nabiktima dyan. Sinasabi ko na ito, ha? Okay. So, the formula is P over A. Yan. So, 100 will now be equal to P over 2, whatever be the value of P, na-compute na yan, divide it by, ano yung area, cross-sectional area. So, 5.75 yata kanina. Multiply it by T. So, known ang P, you can already compute for T. Ganun yun, ha? Okay, whatever be its value. Is there any question so far? So, pang tatlo na ito. Next. Ito yung sample natin last time. Undo. Ayan. Ito yung example natin. Kaya ang R2 is R1A over B or ito pinalabas ko rin, ha? Pinalabas ko rin ito doon sa choices. Meron ba ganyan? Sa choices. Just to test you if you really know what you are doing. Ganun yun. Okay, so next. Bago yung indeterminate. Ayaw. Okay, ito yung susunod. Okay. So, stress again is equal to P over A. So, ano yung allowable stress? Megapascal. 112 megapascal is now equal to. Ito na yung P maximum axial load without failure. And then, I don't know kung ano yung formula nyo. Okay? If you do not have the formula, then gagawa ka ng hexagon. So, something like that. And then, kulang. Basta hexagon. Something like this. Hexagon. So, eto, sigurado equilateral ito. So, if this one is 12 mm, you can break it into 60 degrees. Okay. So, if you don't have the formula, you can have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6. 1/2. Okay. Area. 1/2 of base. 12. And then, by 12, sine 60 degrees. Okay. Yun na yung sagot. Okay. So, uh, 12 ito, 60 degrees yan. 60 degrees ito, sigurado 60 degrees din ito. That's the property of this. Ayan. So, kung 12 ito, ang height is 12. 12 din ito. 12 sine 60 degrees. 1/2 base times height. 6 na triangle na equilateral multiplied by 6. Whatever be the value. Ganun lang kasimple. Pero, yung iba, nag-search sa formula. Ano kayang formula ng... Mahilig kayo sa formula, you forgot already the basic. So, there is a need for you to start with the basic. Okay, next. Ang susunod ay... Sige na, puntahan na natin yung indeterminate structure. Ito. Okay? Ayan. So, take note, binalibaliktad ko ito. But unfortunately, no one got this one. I do not know. You're just contented with the multiple choice, wherein, of course, solutions are needed. Okay. So, una is if force is applied like this, i-drawing mo muna yung free body diagram. Huwag kang makontento sa pre-present ng net. Ayan. May reaction dito, di vertical. May reaction dyan, di horizontal. Okay. So, kung pababa ito, ibig sabihin, i-compress niya yan. So, let's say, P1 or F1 or whatsoever. Kung F2 o P2, and then nandito naman si P. Okay? Ang unang tanong is, calculate the magnitude of maximum load P that can be applied considering the allowable stresses. There is a given allowable stresses. Sandali lang. Okay, so ayan na yung free body. Of course, ang problema kasi bakit A, B, C pa lang ang ilalagay nyo? Huwag na 520, 520. Okay. So that if you sum up moment about point D, equate it to 0. So you will have F1 multiply it by dalawang 520, 1040. If you convert it into meter, the conversion factor will cancel. So F2 multiply it by 520 minus, di kaya pwede mo nang i-equate. So minus 610, P multiply it by 610, ito pala, 1640. So I repeat, kung i-convert mo sa meter yan, magka-cancel din yung conversion factor. Okay? O, equation 1. O, ganun siya. O, ngayon, puntahan mo si deformation diagram. Okay, this now the deformation. So, gumanon siya. So, this is delta 1, ay delta 2 pala. While this one is delta 2. Dapat makita ko yung deformation diagram. So, 520 portion is twice delta 2. Okay. Pero by Hooke's law, this is stress 1 length. May length naman. Length over AE. Length 1, E1. Stress 2, length 2, E2. Hindi maintindihan na galing sa net. So everything must start. Gaya ng sabi ko, it will all start with the deformation diagram. So I repeat. Delta 1 is to 520 times 2. Delta 1 is to 520 times 2. As delta 2 is to 520. So magkakancel yung 520 na yan. Ngayon, substitute mo na. Delta 1 ang length 1 940. Ay, hindi. 720. So, 720 divide it by E, magkakancel naman yung conversion factor if you try to convert it. 105. As 2, multiply it by, ang length 2 is 940. So, 940, multiply it by, ang stress niya is, modulus of elasticity is 210. 210. So, from here, mag-try ka ng maximum stress. Try. Okay. L1 and cold over 172. Anong mangyari kay stress 2? So, i-substitute mo dyan. 172, multiply it by 720, divided by 105 is now equal to delta 2, 940, divide it by 210. Okay, i-compute mo. Okay? So, i-compute mo na-discuss naman ito. Pero ewan ko lang kung nakinig kayo. Gaya ngayon, ewan ko lang kung nakikinig kayo. 172 times 720 times 210. Divide it by 105 by 940. Okay, so, yun na siya. 263.49, which is very much greater than, ma-over-stress siya. Ay, saan na ba yun? Iba yata yung nagawa ko. With, siguro, bakit nawala? Mali yung napulot ko. 130 dapat ito. $130. Para ipalit mo dito, 130. Ayan, mali ito. Okay. So, it should be 130. Ayan. So, 199.15, which is less than, is it less than 172? Okay? Ayan. So, 130 yung si una, bronze, ito, 172 ito. Ang lumalabas, 199. Sorry. Over-stress. Ay. So, it should be greater than 172. So ngayon, i-try mo na si stress 2 na 172. So, stress ng, by using this formula, gamitin mo ito na 172, ang lumalabas na stress ni 1 ay 172 times 940 times 105 divided by 210. Yan. 112. .28. Ayan siya. So, ito yung gagamitin mo. By this deformation diagram, i-maximize mo si 2, ito lang kay 1. So, balikan mo na ano yun? Ito sa formula na ito. Ito, balikan mo na ito. Ano yung F1? F1 is stress area 1. 1040. Stress area 2. 520. Is now equal to P 1640. Ganun siya. So, isubstitute mo na siya. Stress 112.28. Kung ano man yung area niya, ang area 1 ay 300. May moment dito ay may moment arm. Plus 172, ano yung area niya? 200. Okay? 200, and then my moment arm will now be equal to P, and then my moment arm din, 1040 yata. Check ko na lang. 1040, 520, 1640. 1040, 520, 1640. So with this, makuha mo si P using the allowable stress. Okay. So, balikan na naman natin using the deformation diagram. Balikan natin ito. It is limited to 2.5. Okay? So 2.5 ito. By using the limit na 2.5, by proportion, makuha mo si delta 1. Okay? Ano ito? Yes. By proportion, makuha mo si delta 1. So, i-rewrite ko lang. So, 2.5 ito. This is delta 1. This is delta 2. Okay? So, ang delta 1 is to 1040. As delta 2 is to 520. As 2.5 is to 1640 yata kanina. Check ko lang. Yan. 1640. Nasaan na yung 1640? Ayan, 1640 ha. See, this is yung A is 610. 610 ito, 520, 520. So, makuha mo si delta 1, I will just outline it. Makuha mo si delta 2. So, these are the deformation based from the limit na 2.5. Pag nakuha mo na yan, puntahan mo si delta is equal to PL over AE. Ayan. So, makuha mo si or F. Magiging F1 na ito kung delta 1 ito. So, i-substitute mo, makuha mo si F1. Ganon din, i-substitute mo using the delta 2, makuha mo si F2. And then, balikan mo yung moment formula. So, paano ba yung moment formula? F1 by 1040 plus F2 by 520 is equal to P 1640. Yan. So, computed na ito, computed na yan, makuha mo si P. This is letter B. Yung una, letter A. Ito, this under letter A. Okay? And then, kung ano yung pinakamaliit dito, among this computed value, that is the maximum P, smallest. Okay? It's the smallest. Do you have any question? Hello? Are you still there? Next. Yung isa na lang. Ito yung problem. Okay, so this is the problem. So all what you do is, what is the determine the horizontal displacement of point P? Doon sa other set, nagkamali ako ng paglagay ng letter. Well, ito yung tinatanong ko dito. Wala naman nag-chat during the exam na, sir, ito ba talaga ang unknown? Ganun siya. Okay? So, joint B ka na. Punta ka na sa joint B. So, this is under tension, say FAB or simply AB. This is under compression. FBC. Okay? So, ngayon, may load dito. If the load P is 20, yung iba, ginamit nila 25. Pero ito yung problem nila. 20 ang given nila. Ang ginamit nila sa solution is 25. I do not know why. 20. And then, may respective. So, B is equal to 6. H is equal to 8. So, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Yan. Ito naman, A is equal to 11. 11, 8. So, 11, 8, the square root of 11 square plus 8 square, 185. Okay. If you want, you can get this angle. Tawagin natin angle C. And then, angle A. Ano yung A? Ano ang C? So that, if you now plot the triangle, ganyan lang. So, pag ganon, tapos, pag ganyan, considering this one. So, ito na yung FAB. And then, pag ganyan. Dapat mag-close. FBC. Tapos, if you know this angle, this is angle C. If you know this angle, this is angle A. And then by sine law, makuha mo yung FAB, makuha mo yung FBC. O di kaya, summing up forces horizontal is equal to 0. Summing up forces vertical is equal to 0. So I'll just give the answer na lang. Ang FBC is equal to ang FAB is equal to. Tignan ko na lang yung sagot. Ang FAB ay 16, 11.76. 16. This is 11.76. Well, of course, ayan. Pounds. So, from there, okay, kunin mo si delta AB by using PL. 16 pounds. Ang length niya is the square root of 185. Feet, so times 12 over AE, whatever be the area, 2 times 30,000. Yan. Kunin mo rin si BC. Si AB, 0.035. Ito. 0.03 AB. 0.0435. 0.435 of an inch. Okay. Si BC naman, 0.0235. And then following the same format, okay? Assignment nyo ito, ha? Following, medyo pa ganyan siya, pa ganyan, medyo mas slanting yata ito. Ganyan. So, i-extend mo lang ito. I-extend mo. So, ito na si delta AB, which is equal to 0.0435. Tama ba? To 3.5 naman si isa. 0.0235. Okay? Kaya kailangan mo yung angle. Kung angle lang kukunin, ang angle, pwede nyo naman i-check yan. Ang angle A, tama ba itong kinukopya ko? 36.03. Ito. 36.03 degrees. Ito naman is 53.13. 53.13. So, gagawa ka ng, gaya ng sabi ko, gagawa ka ng right triangle. Pagmitin mo itong dalawang right triangle na ito. Let's example, ito yung meeting point. Okay? So, kung 53 yan, ito is 53. 90 degrees ito eh. So, this is 53. 90 degrees ito. O di kaya, ito is 53 ito, 53 din ito. 0.13 degrees. Ayan. It's the geometry of the figure. And then 36. Kung 36 yan, ay sorry, mali. Mali. So dito dapat 36, ito 36.03. Ito naman, kung 53 ito, with respect to this one, is also 53. And then 90 degrees again ito, this is also 53.13. Ngayon, you know this distance, ha? Alam mo naman ito. It's a right triangle ito. Okay? Right triangle siya. So mag-assume ka ng theta dito. And then, this is now, whatever be the subtended angle here, which is equal to 180 minus 36 minus this one. Itong angle na ito, pareho lang dito. So, 180 minus this. So, 180 89 ito, 190 na ito. So 190, mga 90 minus theta ito, 90 something. I-compute ko na lang. 180 minus 36.03. B. Minus 53.30. So 90.84. So this is 90.84 minus theta. Ganun siya. Alam mo na yon. Common hypotenuse nila. So cosine theta is equal to hypotenuse. Ayan. Ito, cosine theta. Kasi 90 degrees ito. Is equal to 0.035 to 0.035 over h. So h is equal to 0.0235 over cosine theta. Similarly, cosine 90.84, this angle, minus theta is equal to 0.0435 over h. Makuha mo yung h dito. H is equal to h. Makuha mo yung theta. After knowing theta, hindi mo alam kung ano yung kanyan. After knowing theta, makuha mo itong angle na ito. After knowing theta, you can get this angle. Of course, you can get this angle sa alpha. So, depende Depende kung ano yung value ng theta. So, 53, ito is 53.13 plus theta. Kung lumampas sa 90, okay? Halimbawa, nakuha mo 110. From here to here is 110 minus 90, yun yung alpha. Ganun siya. Ma-compute mo yung theta, ma-compute mo na yung alpha. Once you know alpha, of course, h is equal to h ito kanina. If you know theta, ma-compute mo na si h. Okay? Sandali lang kasi nalobat ako. So, 0.0235 over cosine theta will now be equal to 0.0435 over cosine 90.84 minus theta. Yun. Minus theta ito. Ma-compute mo si theta. Pag i-compute si theta, okay, so i-compute na lang si theta. Anong value ng theta? Double angle identities. Pero napapansin ko na yung mag-simplify calculator. Alam niyo yung ganyan, theta is equal to. Huwag nyo na lang sabihin ito, huwag nyo masyadong i-expose yung ganyan na solution. Sabihin mo na lang, theta is equal to 2. Huwag mong sabihin by calculator. If you do not want to use if you don't want to expand this by double angle or two angles, identity of cosine A plus B or A minus B. Makuha mo na yung theta, ha? And then, theta plus 35. Tignan mo. Theta plus 53. Kung more than 90, ang alpha is 90 minus, kung more than 90, ang alpha is 53. Kasi ito, this angle is the same as this angle. So, 53 pa plus theta. 53.13 plus theta minus 90. O di kaya, kung less than 90 naman, ang alpha is 90 minus 53.13 plus theta. Para makita mo yung inclination. Is it yung inclination ng hypotenuse na ito pag ganito or the other way? So it does not matter. What is important is you know this angle. Kapag alam mo na yon, siyempre once you know theta, makuha mo na si h. Ito yung hypotenuse na ito. Once you know the hypotenuse, then the vertical displacement, o di kaya maglagay ka na lang, ito yung final position ko, initial position, the vertical displacement A, B, C, wag mo lang ulit-ulitin. So, gawin kong Y, vertical displacement Y is equal to H cosine alpha. Ganon siya. Ganon yan. Hindi yung puro Pythagorean theorem ang gagamitin. Okay, so, time na pala. Is there any question you want to ask? Hello? May tanong kayo? Ito yung mga example ko last time. So, to get this, that will be your assignment. Ayan yung sinabi ko last meeting. For those who attended, yung hindi nag-attend, wala. I'll give your quiz 1 tomorrow. I will not announce it in the GC. Sigurado marami na naman na kala ko walang quiz, mga ganun na naman ng mga reaction ng mga estudyante once they will discover na may quiz. So, I repeat, I will give your quiz 1 and then this one shear, parang ganon. Shear, bearing, normal. And then, computation of parang ganito. And then, statically indeterminate. Tatlong problem bibigay ko. Yung statically indeterminate, yun ang pang-quiz 2 nyo. Okay? 1.5 hour is enough. Siguro. Okay ba? May tanong tayo? Hello? Bakit ang dami nito? Wala na ata akong estudyante. Oh, nandiyan pa kayo? Wala na. Torsyon na tayo. Hello, nandiyan pa kayo?
Yes, sir.
May tanong kayo?
Yes, sir.
Ganun lang sa mechanics, ha? Kung minsan nakikita ko solution sa mga net, hindi gaanong maintindihan ng stud. Maintindihan, especially sigurado yan, much more to the students. Okay, so we'll now have yung torsion. When we talk about torsion, iba yung bending, ha? Na-i-explain ko naman na ito noon. Iba yung bending. Ang bending is, of course, mag-bend. Okay, sandali. Sa torsion, din. Kasi once you twist, you need to ang bending kasi pag ano, torsion. Okay? Twisting. Then you want from the cloth. Sandali. Itong aso. You extract water from the cloth. All what to do is to twist it. O di kaya i-press mo lang. O di kaya i-press. Pero normal, kung medyo bulky, i-twist mo. Yun ang torsion. Okay? Now, of course, I hope you read the one I uploaded last week. Nandun kami kasi sa Manila last week. The formula for torsion is when we talk about yung, what is this? Angle of twist. TL over J. So, for angle of twist. Tama ba yun? TL over GJ. I'm sorry. Pero, for shear, it is T multiplied by rho over J. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, for example, if a certain material, let's say this one, this should be hidden line. Ganyan siya. Okay. And then, ito nakalinya. Ito nakalinya yan. Nakalinya. If there is a twist or torque applied, ito will move to this. Bale, from the center to this one, to the from the initial position through the center of the cylinder or bar, round bar, magkakaroon yung tinatawag na angle of twist. Okay? Yan. And the angle of twist is equal to torque, whatever be the applied torque, multiplied by the length, over the rigidity, modulus of rigidity, and then polar moment of inertia. Okay. Also, for the shear that is to be observed at a certain distance from the center. So if this is the center of the cylinder, and you want to observe this particular fiber, magkakaroon siya ng distance from the center, which we call it as rho. So, torque multiplied by rho over G. Okay? Over polar moment of inertia. Okay. Over the polar moment of inertia. So that the maximum shear at a certain point, of course, is whichever, kung maximum ang tinutukoy, kunin mo na lang yung radius. Dito ang i-observe mong fiber. Which is, if the radius is R from this point to this point, ito yung outer fiber. Kasi yung formula is good only for circular. So, the maximum shear is torque multiplied by R over the polar moment of inertia. Okay. Now, the polar moment of inertia is, we have a scale, circular. Ang polar moment of inertia is ito. This is the polar moment of inertia. I prefer to have, cannot write on the Ito yung polar moment of inertia. Ayan, diniscuss ko pala ito yung exam natin last meeting. Pero parang hindi nyo binigyan ng emphasis. Sabi nyo siguro, hindi lalabas yan. Ayan. For circle, the polar moment of inertia is pi r to the fourth over 2. Okay? That's the polar moment of inertia. Pi r to the fourth over 2 or pi d to the fourth over 32. Kung halo naman, you just consider the shaded area for its polar moment of inertia. Inertia of the outer circle minus inertia of the inner circle. Ganun lang yan. So that if you want to get the maximum shear with a given torque, so palitan mo lang yung formula ng torque, ano yung radius, if it is in radius, over polar moment of inertia. Again, it's polar moment of inertia ito. And the polar moment of inertia, kung solid na ganyan, is pi r to the fourth over 2. So kung isimplify mo ito, twice t, okay, over pi r cube. Kasi r and then r to the fourth pi r cube. Yan yung how to get the maximum shear. Take note, ha? For the angle of twist, nagdedepende yan sa sa length. Ito, madaling i-twist kasi mahaba. Pero kung pupunta ako sa makitid, it takes a considerable torque to twist it for the same angle as in here. Kung 30 degrees ang rotation dito, konti lang yung i-apply mo. Pero habang lumiliit yung length, it requires you a greater torque to attain the same angle of rotation. Also, be consistent of unit. Itong rigidity usually is in megapascal yan. Okay. So torque is kilonewton meter. So we'll just be halimbawa, we'll make a dimensional analysis. So torque is, I will convert it into Newton millimeter para walang problema. Although you can maintain Newton meter, pero or kilonewton meter, pero I am used with this one, Newton and then millimeter. And then length, millimeter din. G is Newton per millimeter square. Yun yung megapascal. O di kaya, kapag ibigay kasi ang unit nito, kasi masyadong malaki, in terms of gigapascal. So, i-convert mo na lang sa megapascal. Sorry. And then the polar moment of inertia, take note na, the polar moment of inertia is raised to the 4. Where is that one na? Raised to the 4, ha? Yan. Raised to 4. So, millimeter to the 4. So, millimeter to the 4. So, if you try to simplify this, Newton, millimeter square, millimeter to the 4 ito, magiging millimeter square. And then, ito, millimeter square, magkakancel. Unitless. So, kung unitless ang unit, since it is an angle, that will be in terms of radians. Radian or radians. Ganun yun. Okay? So, let's try to have this example. Yung power, may formula naman yan sa power. And then statically indeterminate, I just would like to illustrate this one. Okay. Para hindi malito, you designate your own sign convention. Okay. Look at this example. Ito pala yung mga discussion natin last time. Baka lang. Ayan. Okay. Ang bagal ng net naman. Wala ng net ko. Okay, so this is now the figure. Ito, suportado. So, ibig sabihin, hindi magro-rotate sa C. Ito, naka-free, but with a certain length, there is an applied torque here. If you view it in this direction, this is clockwise, while this one is counterclockwise. Okay. Now, if you view direction, so in this direction, we can transform this into a simpler one, but we will be using a double-headed arrow. So, clockwise, ang view natin pag ganito, kung i-view mo dito, iba. So, stick to a sign convention, stick to a certain point, a certain direction for you to view it, and then establish a sign convention. So, I begin twice as positive. And then this can be replaced by a double-headed arrow. Tama ba yun? In this case, if you view it ito, clockwise, okay. Tama ba? Clockwise siya. Pero doon sa double-headed arrow niya, ang ginamit niya is pag ganito. It's a double arrow. Dito na naman tayo. Dalawang arrow. Ganun siya. Double-headed arrow. So, ito, this just ito. Reaction ito. This is a reaction which is to be computed. So, maglagay ka muna ng parang torque at C o reaction C. Ganun siya. At pag ganyan, pero makikita mo naman if you plot it using double-headed, yan, na going to tingin mo doon sa view niya. So, 900. So, from this na reaction ay nito. Kaya nang sabi ko kanina, it's very simple case na ganyan ang sign convention mo, summing up torque horizontal. Equate it to 0. Parang forces horizontal ka. So that if you sum TC minus 100 plus 900, a simple arrow. Again, if you plot it, that or using this arrow, it must be, hindi pwede yung single-headed. You take note on that, Okay. Kapag isolve mo ito, negative ito. Negative. T at so, ibig sabihin, mali yung assumption. So instead, following swap, instead kung clockwise siya, so magne-negative, ito yung direction niya. Magne-negative pag ganon. Which, if you apply it using clockwise, dapat na, otherwise, kung dito naman ang view mo, dito mo counter clockwise. Kaya, sir, dito ako nag-view. Tapos doon ako nag-view. Yung maglipat to a certain position, a certain view. Okay? Determine the maximum shear stress in segment BC. So, ang gagawin mo na lang is, I hope na clear yun, ha? Kapag nakuha mo na yon, okay. Kapag nakuha mo na yung 500 na yan o yung pinaka-reaction, putulin mo na. Yan. Magputol ko na. Putulin mo ito, putulin mo dyan. To get the torque in BC, putulin to. So that the torque in BC, ihiwalay mo yan. Yung AB muna. The torque in AB, putulin mo dito, alam mo naman yung reaction. So, it is 500. Paano siya? 500 dito, torque in A. So, ito, 500 din. Yung pinaka-reaction. Torque in AC is equal to 500. And then after that, ano ba yung kukunin? Determine the maximum shear stress. So, pwede mo nang gamitin yung maximum shear stress is equal to twice T over pi r cube ba yun? Pi r cube. I-check natin. Twice T over pi r cube. Or, use the formula. Ito. TR over J. So again, the point of analysis is, ang halimbawa, i-consider mo si, ay mali pala yung torque C dapat yun. Torque C ito. Kung i-consider mo si BC, am I right? Yan. Kung i-consider mo si BC, ang maximum stress develop, of course, you consider the outermost, the farthest fiber. Ay, substitute mo na lang. Twice times 500. Pero ano yung unit ng 500? Tingnan natin mamaya. Pi, ano yung R? 2 inches diameter. 2 inches diameter. Inch ito. SI. Yan. Ano yung, ang unit ng torque is pound-foot. So, 500, mag-multiply tayo ng 12 para pound inch. So, whatever be the answer, PSI. Okay siya. Wala, 330 na. PSI. Okay, so 24 by 500 divided by 3,819.72. O di kaya 3.82 KS. Anyway, nandiyan naman sa module natin yan. Next. Compute the angle of rotation of end A. Yung angle of rotation of A, pagsamahin mo lang yung dalawa. Okay. But take note, ha? Take note about this. Ito, as you view it here, counterclockwise ito. Ay, clockwise. Dito naman, siyempre, counterclockwise. Magkasalungat. As you can see dito. So, pag ganito dito, so, using that, from here to here, yun yung angle of twist niya. Dito naman, pag ganyan ito. So, from here, although naka-fix dito, naka-fix dito. So, maisali yon. So, kung naka-free siya from here, dito is from here, pag ganon. Dito naman, let's say yun yung center, pupunta dito. Pag ganyan. Yung rotation niya. So, magkasalungat. So, ang pino-point out ko dyan is, if you get the total angle of twist from compute the angle of rotation of point A, isali mo ito kasi may sarili, kasi naka-fix kasi ito, parang ganito ang mangyari. Ito, yan pinakagitna niya, yung point na ito pupunta diyan. In that direction. Tama ba? Ayan. Ito naman, magkasalungat sila you may have positive and negative. So to cut short, in the angle of twist, bakit po positive naman ito? Ito yung solution. Okay, i-examine natin balikan natin ito. So, ang rotation nito is pag ganon. Pag ganyan. So, kapag pumunta ka dito, ikakat mo siya. Kakat mo. Pareho pa lang direksyon. Okay? So, eto, kasi ang reaction niya is 800 500 na pa ganon. So, kapag pinutol mo siya dito, ang pinaka-force na i-apply mo dito is pa ganyan. So, magkasabay sila. So, that's why you have here 900 times 12 Bakit 900 times 12? Sandali lang. Pound foot. So, maximum shear, pound foot times 12 tayo. And then, 1 inch. Okay naman. Okay. So, ito kasi is, you will be using yung theta to be equal to torque length over GJ. So, foot-pound ito, gawing pound-inch. Ayan yung multiplier na 12. Nagiging pound-inch na yan. And then yung length, 5 feet, nagiging inches na rin. Ganon din dito. And then, pareho naman ang material, 12. I-convert yung 12. Ang unit kasi dito is 12 times 10 to the 6, PSI pala. Okay. So, 12 times 10 to the 6 PSI, and then moment of inertia. So, instead na i-compute separately yung moment of inertia, gawin mo na lang pi times 1 to the 4 over 2. O, ganun na lang. Na instead na 1.57, kasi pi, r to the 4th. So, pi to the pi divided by 4 is 1. Pi r to the 4th over 2. Bakit? Shift pi divided by 2 is 1.57. Para instead na you are accumulating error, huwag nyo nang i-separate, i-compute ito, i-substitute na kagad lahat-lahat, and then kayang-kaya naman ng calculator nyo yan. So whatever be the result, as I made mention while ago, it is in radian kasi unitless yan. I-compute mo na, i-convert mo na lang sa degrees. Ay, it's almost time na. So, ayan lang. And then, I will upload the next lesson mamaya. I will not touch anymore about rectangular torsion. Pang-1 kasi yun. Pang-mechanical ito. So, we'll proceed immediately to shear and moment in beams. Yung torque, pang-mechanical ito. Pero, binibigay din sa board exam ito. Yung torque. Yun lang naman ang formula na pinakailangan. Sa civil engineering, yung next topic natin na shear and moment in beams, yun ang importante. Okay, so this is all for this meeting. Is there any question? I will now stop presenting. Stop sharing. Stop recording. May tanong? Kung wala na kayong tanong, we will now end. I repeat, there are 37 in the class. 14 are out. We'll have a quiz tomorrow. Normal stresses hanggang doon sa statically indeterminate structure. Statically indeterminate structure problem, i-ano ko na problem for quiz to nyo. Okay, so 1.5 hour. Okay, so if no questions, we'll now end the session. I'll now say goodbye to all of you. Goodbye, class.